How's it going, guys? My name's Voss, and if you're new to the channel, this is our senior design buggy. And we've been working on this since, like, I don't know, August, October, November. We started fabricating early December, early December, and we're about, you know, two and a half weeks out from the competition, and we're doing the final touch-ups. We haven't put safety gear in, but it's not like we've done anything reckless or anything with this, so. I'm sure it's been fine, but we're on to some new challenges. Today we're going to work on hopefully trying to get these seatbelts in, and other than that, we have to provide a weld sample to SAE, and here was the original sample that we did, and it was a really good weld, but as you can see here, the weld broke and not the material, not the chromoly tube, and that's not going to pass for our tech inspection. So that's a bit of a problem. So we need to work on getting this to break at the parent material and not the weld. And the more I looked into it, we tried again. Here was another attempt, and you can see the weld broke right off, and the parent material is perfectly fine. And then here's another one. I mean, this one's a cluster, but there's a little too much heat in this, and still the weld broke because we were trying to get a lot of penetration. This is just weld in general, but so we're gonna try this again, and I may have found a solution for this. I didn't, after looking into it, our tube is 1/8 inch wall, and the welding rod we're using is 1/16 inch. So we're gonna try and make enough pass-throughs to make that thickness right there about 3/32, so about 150, 1.5 times the thickness of this tube, and hopefully that'll do the trick. So let's go. So it's a beautiful day out in Ohio, and we're gonna get to putting the seatbelts in. So first thing we need to do is figure out how we can make a bracket of some sort go right here, and we're gonna have to cut some holes out. According to the rules, it needs to be about 5 to 7 inches from center to center. So I gotta measure out where that is, and we're gonna just cut a little square out on both sides, put some stripping on there so it doesn't rub the belt, and we're gonna get to making that happen. Get to breaking our weld sample now, and basically the only thing we can think of doing is we're going to wedge it in this trash can and apply a moment arm, and hopefully this breaks. So let's do it. So we got Jack here. He's one of the guys that just helped me fix this because I'm not strong enough to do this alone. But as you can see, it failed at the parent material and not the weld, which is exactly what we wanted. But I mean, look how much that deformed before it failed. And chromoly has about a 670 megapascal tensile strength, so that's pretty insane. It's almost a 90 degree.
Yeah.
But what'd you think of that?
I'd say it's some solid welds you got going on there, bud.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
How'd you think, difficulty wise?
Difficulty wise, it took two of us. So you got some pretty strong.
Now I'm out of shape and out of breath, so we're gonna hopefully get this submitted to SAE, and next step is to get the seatbelt in because we keep forgetting to do that. But I mean, we've been pretty safe thus far, so I don't think it's a huge problem, but we'll see. We took a quick lunch break and went and got some Chipotle, and now we're back, and hopefully we're gonna get some more of this made. We cut out a hole here and then welded up this little piece, and our seatbelt should belt through here, loop through this, and hopefully we can get it all mounted and then go out and do some testing. So we did a little more work off camera, and we had to make these. This was a pain. We had to get a 1/2 inch drill bit, and the oxide ones didn't work, so we had to get the carbide tip ones. But we ended up getting some of these little adapters, tabs made to weld, and what this is going to do is for a seatbelt. We mocked it up, but it's going to go in right here, and we're gonna have one on each side and a little clip on the seatbelt. There's not one on this side, but it kind of looks like that. We'll go in and it'll come around the seat, and hopefully that will account for a 5-point harness. This little thing took way too long to do. So let's do it. So we did a little more work off camera, and it's kind of hard to tell, but like, we just welded in the seatbelt mounts, and let me tell you, that was hard as that was probably one of the hardest things I had to do. To weld the back side of it, I had to look all the way over here and kind of just guess, but overall it came out pretty well. And then we got the little weather stripping pads in here to keep it from rubbing and this ripping up. So the next thing to do is get the seat in, and let's go out and do some testing. All right, guys, I don't know if you can hear me. I'm in the helmet right now. We're about to go do some testing. As you can tell, our safety gear, it was in and now it just popped out, so I need to put this back on. But other than that, it's this 5-point harness from, I think it's Samson or Simpson Racing, and it just does a quick release and all these pop out. So we're gonna go ahead and go to the mounds and do a little testing to see how this thing goes. Doing a little more testing with the buggy, and we got Molly right now. She's trying to get up some of these hills and stuff that we have here. We're still working on getting the top end and the bottom end fixed a little. It's got a lot more torque than it did before, but it still doesn't have enough torque to get up the hills that we're hoping for. And after watching the SAE Maryland competition, yeah, it's going to be kind of challenging to be able to do a lot of these if we can't get up the little hills and little trains. So we got this little one right here, and we got the bigger one over there, which she shouldn't be doing that one. That one's not going to work. So let's see what happens. We're going to do a little more testing, and I'll keep you updated on what's going on. So I did a little more driving, and now that it's not on choke, it actually drives really well, and hopefully we do really well in this competition. But there's just a couple things here and there that need to be tuned and adjusted. We still got to put the transponders in, and there's quite a few other things that we have to deal with. But that's probably gonna wrap up this vlog. And if you like this, give it a thumbs up, like and subscribe, and let us know what you'd like to see, and we'll see you next video. Thanks.
Oh, this one, man. There you go.
No.